Let me learn you. Let me learn you something good, brother. There's four quadrants. There's four cash flow quadrants, right? ESBI. Left side, right side. Not that left side and right side you're thinking. Let cash flow left side, cash flow right side. So let's start over with E. E stands for what? Employees, right? So this is your 9 to 5, 401k dependent for retirement, pension dependent for retirement, Social Security dependent for retirement. Get the most taxes. Sorry, my handwriting is a little bad, but follow me. You get the least amount of risk, and you get the least reward for your hard work, which is going to be long work. You're going to have to work a lot of years. Next is the S. S stands for self-employed or small business. Small business is about 50 people or less, 50 employees or less. These people are typically perfectionists. I can do it best. I can do it on my own. Hardworking, but also long work, because you are going to be the system. You cannot leave, because if you leave, you'll lose money or go bankrupt. Your system or your business might fail because you are the system at the end of the day. So you can't disappear on your system if you're the system. There's a lot of capital needed and more taxes. Not the most, not like an employee, but second most. I'm speed running this. We need to learn this quick. B, business systems or big business, 50 people or more, right? So in this quadrant, these are usually systems-oriented people that can build systems or learn systems and implement them. Capital and time up front is going to need a lot of that, especially the time, not so much of the capital, depending on if you're creating your own versus buying one. You can buy a franchise and it costs money, or you can create a new system of your own and it won't cost any money, but it'll cost a lot of time. You can leave your business. You know you're a business systems person or a big business owner when you can leave your business and come back to more money, more profits, more efficiency. It gets better in some way because the system is pretty much running itself and you're adding people into the system to run it for you. Also, money works for you. The first two quadrants, the employee and the self-employed, you're working for the money. You're on the money's time. B, for business or business systems, money's working on you. It's working on your time. This is scalable. A system is scalable. If you're the system as not scalable, you can't scale yourself. There's only one you. And then less taxes. Not the least taxes, not yet, but less taxes. Also, you get a lot of time back once you've implemented your system. Last one. I is for investor. Now this one, a lot of people want to be in this one, but it's hard to get in this one, especially if you're in the beginning, you're just starting up. Because why? It takes a lot of capital up front. To start getting returns that you can live off of takes a lot of capital up front, a lot of money. Personal responsibility for retirement. If you're not disciplined, don't even start here, my boy. You got to put money away for your future self before you think about your current self, and a lot of people can't do that, and that's okay. You got to learn into it, but if you're not ready, don't start here necessarily. Takes a lot of time and research. If you want to get the returns, you're going to have to put in the time. Of course, you can do the ETF route, but those gains are going to be limited then, depending on how risky you want to be, which leads me to my next point. It's risky at times. If you're just gambling it, like you're just throwing money in without doing any research, without having any conviction, you're cooked. Anyway, subject to market influence. Like I said, this goes with the risk. A lot of geopolitical, our president wilding, your president wilding, anybody, country or state or city or whatever, all with this going on, billionaires, people that we don't even know personally, they can impact the market that we have no control over it. And lastly, this is the least amount of taxes. So people who usually start in the ESB, they usually end up here at some point. They usually double dip into two quadrants, but this is the least amount of taxes. Keep your money yours. You don't got to know what you want to do in life, but I believe everybody should figure out what quadrant they want to be in life, how they want to make their money. And each quadrant, there's no shame or blessing or extra praise for each or any quadrant that you may choose. Each quadrant has its own game with its own rules. You just got to know how to play the game. It's your boy. I'm out.